camera still rolling? My life feels like a porn film on mute because someone realized I was the main character and started crying. They saw my nakedness and found misery instead of pleasure. My lovers always leave too soon, leaving behind nothing but calm and excuses. Once one of them said, "I can't stay, it's your fault." He was right. Low budget production, bad angles, cheap torn seats, lighting that turns my stretch marks into neon billboards screaming unwanted. Somewhere halfway through, I collapse, like a broken condom in a cheap motel by the highway, and the scene cuts short so my misery doesn't pass down to future generations. Zoom in, catch my face in the mirror when I look at myself and think, I'm a Pollock painting. How the fuck are you supposed to get hard with this? Wide shot, me on a black couch fighting with disappointment. At least she never leaves. She knows exactly how to rip me apart without making me feel a thing. It's her talent. She seeps into my skin like the silence right after my father said, "When will you finally grow up?" I didn't cry back then, because this wasn't a tragedy. It was more like some forgotten film that once won a People's Choice Award, but I remember it. My lovers always leave too soon, and I'm staying backstage wiping their fingerprints off my skin with a towel that stinks of indifference. Anyway, I've seen this movie so many times. Cut. Me making love to validation. She stretches her legs across my bed like a mother who never leaves the living room, wearing less trim guilt, whispering, "No one will ever love you like this." She's right. So out of habit, I reach for her, hold her tight, because if she leaves, I'll be stripped naked, and I can bear the shame of that. The director yells, "Cut, cut," but the scene keeps going because I never know when to stop, and thus the orgy with my guilt continues. Every touch bleeds Sundays stuffed with shoots. I should not be alone, I should smile more often, I should finally get to come, at least for once. Mic on, okay, my voice cracks. I remember my mother saying, "Women don't scream in bed, we're not animals." But I've always been that stray dog which licks its wounds on its highway, growling at anyone who comes too close. You know, over time you learn to love your wounds, and under the right light they say they look like lilies. But I don't say that out loud so you can't hear it, because I know your love dies when she gets exposed to this light for too long. Blurred frame, me acting the way as I did as a child, digging holes in the dirt with bare hands to bury all of my secrets. No one ever came to plant their lilies in them. Someone tried to kiss me, but my lipstick clenched, like when I swallowed my words at family dinners. Harder, I tell him, but inside I whisper, "Please, don't hurt me." And that's when I remember my first kiss. I wanted to get through with it promptly, but I didn't show it. Just like now, pretending to be a grown woman who knows what she wants. Final act, a camera keeps rolling long after everyone's gone. No audience, harsher lighting, a mattress stained with moments that never reach the climax. Me, emotionless, legs open, head empty. Hands up, like I'm surrendering to the god of failure. Dried up fluids on my skin, nothing worth the rewind. No one wanted me enough to stay. The camera's still rolling, framing me like a crime scene where the only victim is my dignity. Camera's still rolling. My life turned into a porn film you posed because it wasn't good enough to get you off. Montage, scenes of my life. My body is taking hit after hit, and I pretend I can't take it. And I always do. Somehow, I always do. Is the camera still rolling?